Hi guys, I was thinking we could do a 24-hour reading vlog, and not the one where we will constantly read 24 hours, like I'm not trying to lose my insanity. I was thinking we can do 12 hours today and then 12 hours tomorrow, starting around 10 o'clock in the morning, and then we can like finish off at night time together and just have a fun time. So I do have a collection of books here that I'm thinking we can go through, you know, these selection of books, but there is one on the Kindle that I would like to talk about first, and I'm very excited for this. I have a lot of books and a lot of them I haven't read yet, so I just thought this 24-hour reading vlog would be about the perfect time for me to go through and like tick loads of books off my list, because the TBR be growing, not the way around. So I do have one on my Kindle, and I'm really excited about this, like I'm really bloody happy. So I watched somebody on YouTube who is a booktuber in the UK, and there's not many of us in the UK. Normally it's like a very American thing. So I saw someone in the UK, like I just said, and she said she has an account on Net Gallery, and I was like, what is this? So I looked into it, right, and it turns out it's like this platform with people who advertise books or talk about books like myself on this channel. I know I'm a beginner, but it's still something I do. So you go on, you create a platform for yourself, and then you have all of these books that haven't been released yet that are being advertised on there, and then you apply for early access to read them, and then depending on what they see your profile to be like, or what, because you have to link your social media and stuff, and if they look at your social media and think, oh, actually, like, yes, they can either accept it or decline your request of reading that book early. And I have a couple, but there's one that I really wanted to start with, and that's the Deathless one, right? Look at this cover. I'm very excited for this. So all of my books recently have been really lovey-dovey, and I'm just kind of in my romance era, which is really strange for me, but we're going along with it. Like we're going along with it, we're not complaining. It's just me and romance, we're like besties at the moment. And I thought, I'm going to read obviously romances, but I thought we can kind of like twist it up with this little beauty here. The cover is amazing. She's like half drowning in water with loads of like swimming eels, fish, plants, with like this dark demon person behind her. Right, I'm not going to read the synopsis until the start of the book, whichever one I read, because I might not read all these, but before I read it I will read you the synopsis. I'm not going to do that now. But yeah, so I've got early access to this, and it comes out, when does it come out? I think it comes out when this gets uploaded. So this is perfect timing. So there's that one. I do have, and this is new, I do have Bingsu for Two. This is by Sujin Witherspoon, and I saw this at the works. There was no questions, like you were coming straight home with me, and I'm very excited for this. It's a Korean book, and Axie O actually put a quote on the front of it, and she's the one who did ASAP and XOXO, which I was obsessed with these. These are like a K-pop band romance, which I don't know, like we all kind of dream about it, don't we? Me especially BTS. I can't. So yeah, this is basically about a restaurant, and it's enemies to lovers. We all know I love enemies to lovers, so that's another book I would like to read. This one is Never Thought I'd End Up Here by Anne Ling, and this is just really, really cute. It's just over 300 pages, so it's like really small. I do not know what this is about. I bought this a while ago just because the cover, and I thought, oh yeah, that looks nice. Added it to my shelves. Never looked at it since. So I do need to actually read the synopsis, but again, I will read it when I start this book with you guys. But yeah, all I know is that on the top it says, is Leah travelling to get back to her roots or back to the boy that ruined her life? And I feel this might have the potential to be kind of like enemies to lovers, second chance romance, and a lot of upsetting feelings. So I thought this is more of a real book that we can get to. Very excited for this one. The Unhoneymooners, right, I have had this on my shelf for such a long time. Never read it. Very excited for it. It's a chunky book. Like it's not tiny like the romances I've been currently reading. So all I know about this one is these two are the maid of honour and the best man, and the maid of honour, that's her sister that's getting married, and the best man obviously is his best friend. They have a wedding, beautiful wedding, they all get food poisoning, and then there's this honeymoon that they're like, who's gonna go in it? These two don't eat the food that gives them food poisoning, so these go on this honeymoon together, but they are like enemies. So obviously with and Mr. Lovers, we obviously want to go down that route of reading this one. That's all I know. So that's another one I want to read. And last but not least, I do have, if I can pick it up, Richard Osman, The Thursday Murder Club. Right. So the only reason I'm reading this now is I like to read these horror mystery murder books in like October time when it's spooky dooky. I know it's August, so it's not spooky dooky yet, but the movie of this comes out on Netflix the day that this gets uploaded, so I want to read this before watching the movie. I have heard some amazing stuff about this book. I just know it's a little bit slow paced, so I'm a little bit dubious about it because slow paced books, I have to be in the right mood for it, and right now I'm not in that mood, so we'll see how this goes. I do not want to DNF it because I don't think it'd be the book's problem. I think it's just an issue on my half. So we'll see how that goes. This one, it's about 4 people in a care home, and obviously you don't really do much in a care home. Every Thursday they get together and they do like a whodunit. Like cold cases, they look for all the pictures, look for everything, all the interviews, and try to figure out who done it. In this book, all I know is that there's a murder in real time, so someone they know has just been murdered and they are trying to like figure it all out. But again, they are old people in a care home, so it's got like this certain characteristics about it where it's got a lot of rambling from the main old person. I think her name is Joyce. Don't know the synopsis on the back. But yes, so I do want to read that one. So that is 4 books that I have set out for this. I mean, if I get round to it, I'll read more, but this is just currently what what I'm thinking of. Yeah, I don't know how it's gonna go. I have a couple of days off, so I just thought, you know what, let's just dive into this reading and then we can get into it. But to start it off, I am going to start off with Bingsu for 2. And I'm very excited for this. Like, I just keep looking at the cover. I bought this like 2 weeks ago. No, even like a week ago. And I've been looking at it because I've moved my stuff around slightly. My hardbacks, some shelves are looking chef's kisses, the other ones aren't. Like I do have, so obviously this here is my blue shelf. So I obviously have these 2 bookends. I do have this one which is my green shelf, which I need bookends, and then I'm debating having a red one there. I did originally have pink, but all the pink books that I've got currently I'm not enjoying reading, so I'm probably going to get rid of them. So I do have a lot of red books. I'm thinking maybe to get some red bookends and have a red shelf. That being said, it's just not working for me. So I had a lot of romances that were originally here, but I couldn't really see them because obviously they're behind me, and I'm currently in the middle of reading romances. I'm obsessed with romances, and I think I've said that like 5 times. Take a shot every time she says that. You'd be drunk. So I am trying to dwindle down my paperbacks because my fantasies I like hardbacks and fantasies, and then romances I like paperbacks. So I do have a 3 bookshelf right behind you guys, and I have all of my romances on the top, then below that I have all of my fantasies, again paperbacks, and then underneath at the bottom it's like a combination of weird length paperbacks. So let me show you, like this, it really winds me up when people do this. Sort yourself out. Like, so this is a book I have read and I have loved this. I have annotated and everything, obsessed. But let's just compare this at why? Why? So these don't look the nicest on shelves because you can't line them up, which is really frustrating. So I have a shelf at the bottom where no one sees. I don't see because of my desk, and you don't really see it because it's got stuff in front of it. Where I've just got all these weird lengths tucked there. So I'm now just, I keep staring at my romance books thinking, oh my god, I've got so many. Like, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 that I've read. And then, so on my shelf, looking at it, 15 there have not been read. And then on this side is the ones I have read, so I've kind of like categorised them. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 that I have read. Do you see the comparison? So I need to get on this. I'm trying to, while I'm in the romance reading, I'm trying to get into it. So that's the plan. I'm going to get on with it. I'm very excited, got a lot of good reads to do. And let's start off with a Korean cafe romance. I've just realised I haven't actually read the synopsis for this book, so I'm just going to do that now. Meet River Langston Lee. In the past 24 hours, he's dumped his girlfriends, walked out of the SATs, and quit his job at his parents' cafe in particularly disastrous fashion, even for him. Somehow he manages to talk his way into a job at a failing Korean cafe, Bing's 52, but then he meets his new no BS co-worker, short, grumpy, and goth Sarang Cho. She's determined to make River's life hell, as she is to save her family's cafe. After River accidentally loads a video of his chaotic co-workers to his popular fandom account, they strike viral fame. The kicker, their new fans ship River and Sarang big time. To keep the internet's attention and the cafe's new paying customers, River and Sarang must pretend that the tension between them is definitely of the romantic variety and not the considering the best way to kill you and hide the body variety. But when Bing's 52 newfound success catches the attention of River's ex and his parents' cafe around the corner, he faces a choice: keep letting others control his life or stand up to the place that's becomes home and the green-haired girl who's not as heartless as he originally thought. Now we can cue the vlog. Right, I'm on page 223, and she goes, shut the fuck up. If I didn't, you'd probably trip over your spider legs and crack your big hollow skull open, and I'd have to be the one to clean your brain goo off of the sidewalk. Rain goes, that'd be awful. Sarang goes, yeah, you're welcome. This is my type of humour. Flirtatious, stupid humour. Currently so obsessed, and I've looked into her. Sujin, this is her first book, absolutely smashed it, which I'm kind of sad though because I've got another book of hers to read. Crying. Guys, you are too high. I finished it. Okay, what time is it on? Here's my proof, right? So, of the first day, I have 7 hours and 38 minutes left. Took me 4.5 hours to read that book. I ate it up insanely. Oh my god, 5-star read. The ex in question in this book, honestly, she is twisted as fuck. She blackmails you, she threatens you. She is just an absolute psychopath. So if you've gone through the experience where you've had a certain ex who's like that, who everything you do in your life she questions or she like gaslights you, it's quite a sore subject to read. It riled me up immensely and it brought back feelings that just made me so angry, but other than that it made it so real and like low-key very much believable. I really enjoyed this. It just kind of shows you the friendships of the people, relationships, family aspects, and it shows you if something's worth it, then it's worth fighting for. And the romance here, it's to die for. Like, loved it so much. Oh my god, yes, 5-star. Right, so I do have 7.5 hours. So I am thinking, because that was such a good read, I'm feeling romance. So I'm probably thinking of reading one of these two, or both, depending on the time, because I do have 7.5 hours. So this one was like, how many pages was it? 350. This one I know is around 300, and this one's got quite a lot in it. This one's just over 400. Yeah, just over 400. Okay, so I'm probably gonna read this one because it's probably gonna take me a while, probably like 5 or 6 hours or something, and I will come back to you. I'm just gonna have a chill at, just read as much as possible, and then I can get onto this one, and they are done for the first day. Honestly, guys, this decision of doing this, perfection. Okay, so I'm gonna go into this one. Speak soon. Hi besties, it is. I've been reading for such a long time, like 5.5 hours, which is perfect because I said 5 to 6 hours to finish The Unhoneymooners. I had a fun time. Again, oh my god, I had such a fun time. Anyway, yes, it took me 5.5 hours, so I have 2 hours and 1 minute left. It's currently 8:15. My phone is on 14%. Been a long day. Okay, so this book is Enemies to Lovers, right? And I'm going to use the word enemies lightly because there wasn't that much hate in this. It was more of a I dislike you. Do you know when you work in an office environment or you just work somewhere and you've got this colleague that you don't really like you just deal with and you put up with, and mentally, because of obviously the professional area, you have like certain snarky comments. It was like that, but in this book they would actually say the snarky comments to each other. So it wasn't a hate, like it wasn't like knife to the throat, you're the worst person ever. It was just like a shut the fuck up type of thing. So yeah, I'll use that lightly, but it was still really fun. So like I said earlier, Olive and Ethan. So Olive is the bride's sister and Ethan is the groom's best man. Everyone gets sick. They have some seafood or something and it was off. So, but then these two didn't have anything. So they're like, oh well, it's a prepaid for honeymoon. You're not gonna go for it. Should we just go and then go our separate ways afterwards? Like just have a fun time. We don't even have to do anything while we're there. So 4 stars. I think it didn't have the 5-star feeling, but I am really happy that I enjoyed it because it was like Olive bumped into her future boss in this resort, right? And then he thought, the future boss was like, oh, Olive, I didn't realise you were married, blah, blah. So Olive and Ethan have this fake dating, like they're married, they've just been married, blah, blah. And I thought it was really good because the Bingsu for 2 was a fake dating. And I just thought it was like such a good thing. Anyway, really enjoyed it. Didn't record any footage for you guys. I just sat here and just read it straight for 5.5 hours. I'm not gonna lie, like I just forgot. It was just one of the things. I'm getting tired. It's been a long day. 2 books in now, and yeah, honestly shattered. So I do have 2 hours and 1 minute left. So I'm thinking of reading Never Thought I'd End Up Here. Again, I don't know if I'll finish it in this 2 hours. I mean, if I'm close, I'll just finish it tonight and then we'll just cut off a couple of hours tomorrow. That's not an issue. But I'm very excited for this one. So shall we read the synopsis? Is Leah travelling to get back to her roots or back at the boy who ruined her life? Leah Zhang didn't mean to wish her cousin a depressing marriage and ruin the wedding. Oh God, but she's forgotten most of her Mandarin. Her parents, that's so awkward, oh my God. Her parents stage an intervention and send Leah to a trip across China to reconnect with her roots. But before Leah can begin to enjoy the luxurious hotel, she is paired with a cynical, sarcastic Cyrus Sue, who has somehow become even more annoyingly handsome since the day he told her a lie that ruined her life. And Leah is certain this is her perfect opportunity for revenge. They're on a train. It's going to be so romantic. So again, 4 books on it. I'm so excited. Right, okay. I'm not finished reading this yet. Yeah, the deeper they wander into China, the deeper Leah finds herself fall in love. Oh, you're surprised. With the boy she once despised. The home she never thought she'd call her own and the parts of herself she thought were already lost. A gorgeous enemies to lovers rom-com about the power of being loved for who you truly are. Oh, that seems like a really cute way to end today. Okay, I'm very much excited. The artwork is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Yeah, beautiful. Love that. Yeah, I'm gonna read this and then I will pop in with you halfway through, so like on the 150 page, or once I finish it. You will see. Speak soon. Good morning guys, welcome to day 2 of this 2.5 hour reading vlog. It's sunny, so sunny, so it's completely different to how it was yesterday. I am prepared to go and sit in the little green area, the little field near my house, and just read. So we're gonna read, we're gonna take advantage of the sun and not whinge about it and just hopefully get a tan while finishing the book maybe. I am going to get the book up. So this one, I actually got an early access to it, so it isn't out yet and I'm very, very, very excited to read it. I got it from, is it called Net Gallery or Net Gala? Net Gallery. I requested access from it and then I got early access, so I want to read it. It comes out on the 28th, so if you want to read it, it'll have just been released, so very excited for that. So yeah, so let's actually just read the synopsis and just go for it then, and that's what I'm going to start off today with because I'm feeling it. Jessamine was raised to be a leader of her people, but when the land is overrun by an incurable plague, she must enter a political marriage to save them all. A union that should have brought hope only brings death, as her new husband murders her at a wedding altar and seizes the throne. Now do you understand? Now do you understand why like I'm really eager to read it? That was just the first paragraph. But her death is just the beginning. Her spirit is met by the Deathless One, a god of death yearning to return to the mortal plane, and he needs her help. The two of them make a deal, her life, and the return of their kingdom in exchange for his resurrection. But the Deathless One is a known trickster, and to deal with him is one made in blood. Jessamine knows the Deathless One is a dangerous ally, but the longer they work together, the more she wants him, and the less she can stay away. As their connections deepen, soon they wonder if she even wants his contract to end. Perhaps the one appealing throne is the one by his side, but she'd have to turn her back on the people to save it. It's giving everything. It's giving darkness, it's giving dark prince, it's giving betrayal, it's giving gore, especially with her recently being married and then dead, cut through it. Yes, it's been released in a couple of days. I'm very excited to read it. The reviews are mostly 4 stars, which I'm more than happy to like give my own opinion on that. And yeah, let me show you the actual picture of it, because actually I'm gonna have to do it on my phone. Do you think that looks really cool? Like, she's in the water with loads of fishes, part drowning, with like a demon behind her. Let's go and have a sunny morning together, you know, in August. What? Why? It's a long while later. I set a timer, right, for 12 hours. And let me show you how long I've got left. I've been reading this book for 7 hours. Just over 7 hours. And I have finished it. Okay, I recorded a lot when I was out and about at the field. It was really nice. I was by myself, there was no one there, and it got really, really warm. I was out there for hours like I am. I don't know if you can see. You can definitely see that. I am burnt. I sun creamed twice, may I add. The UK sun is just different to the holiday air, and I don't know why. It's just intense. It absolutely destroys you. Okay, yes, so this Deathless One, I finished it, ticked off my list, 7 hours in. Thoughts and opinions. I did not give you a halfway point update like I have done with the rest of the books. It was so warm where I just wanted to just melt in the corner with a fan on my face, and then here I am. So I've just changed clothes to be more comfortable because I'm covered in sun cream, and so is the outfit I was wearing today. So I just wanted to give you a bit of an update. Thoughts and opinions. It was a fun experience. Certain parts of it lagged insanely, so like you just wanted more context of like the plot behind it and the world building. It threw you into, it was insane, like it was actually mental. So it says it obviously in the synopsis where she gets murdered on her wedding day, and I'm not kidding, like within the first chapter she's like, it's quite gruesome, it goes into details, so maybe read the trigger warnings. But I loved it. It was a nice thing to read when it was really sunny, kind of giving like Summerween vibes back again. Loved it. I just couldn't connect with Death himself. Normally I am drawn to the bad guys, drawn to the people who radiate like shadows, like proper shadow daddy. I just couldn't connect with him, and I don't know what it was. I just couldn't, and there was nothing wrong with the writing style. He gave off like, you touch her, I will literally skin you alive, mate. He was giving that vibes, like it was intense. And there was one scene that I thought, stop it, I hat. Like, I was wearing my cap today, obviously because it was sunny, I didn't want to get like heat stroke, and I tried putting it like just here on my eyes, so all my face is exposed, and then obviously my eyes are shielded. And I read this scene, and I'm not even kidding, I literally put my hat down all the way across my face because I just feel the heat radiating off me because I was blushing bad. So he was on his like throne per se, throne made out of skulls and bones. He's just giving bad guy vibes, and he was like, crawl to me, and our main girl was like, so she sat on a different throne and was like, crawl to me, and he did. So basically, long story short, I've been talking for like 8 minutes now. This world is gods, there was loads of gods, and our main guy is one of them. He is the death god, the bad guy, and there was this plague slash zombie infection thing that went round, and everybody thought it was the gods slash witches' fault. So each god had like amount of people who would pray for them, and obviously the more prayers you got and the more of like gifts from the prayers, the more powers the gods got. But our bad guy, he had his own coven of witches, and in his past life, really a long time ago, all the witches basically was like, we're gonna kill you off, mate, like you're gonna die, and so it's gonna be a sacrifice to see if we can help the plague. Anyway, it fails, so this plague is still ongoing, and our main girl married that guy who killed her eventually because she thought it would help. It didn't. He betrayed her, obviously, because he killed her. And there was a lot of betrayals, so people she thought she trusted, people who'd been there all her life, they kind of put part and parcel, like hand in hand with bad guys. And it was going through her realising, because she was the princess, that she didn't realise how bad her land was, like the needs of the people. And it went through her obviously trying to fight back her power and her fame to get back up the ladder, and without making it very obvious that she's alive, because obviously she was supposed to have died. But yeah, the relationship between them two didn't have me like clicking, but I enjoyed it. It was a fun ride. Like I said, I read it straight for 7 hours, which is a long time, my ad. I don't know why it took me so long to read. It's 336 pages. Why did it take me so long? So I'm gonna rate that, I think, a 3-star. It was fun. I did enjoy it. It's not something I'm like, oh my god, read this, and it's not a 6-star read for me. It was a fun time. I enjoyed it. It was alright. So I thought, because we have 5 hours left, and it's gonna get dark, and I want to get like moody and all cozy, I thought we could read the Thursday Murder Club, and I have not read this. So the day that this video goes live is actually when this, I believe, gets released on Netflix. So it's a movie, and I really want to read this before the movie comes out. So I got all of these 4 books from a charity shop, so they're not in the best condition, but the hardbacks, and they're £1.50 each, which I was like, that's the net of that. So I bought all of them. It's a nice cozy read. It's not really gruesome, but it's whodunit, you know? I don't know what this is about. Where have you been? But I will tell you. I won't read the synopsis because I feel like these murder mystery books, you need to not know what's going on. Like, you need to go into these blind. All I know is that there's 4 people from a care home, and they deal with cold cases, and I do not know where they get these cold cases from. Is it from a newspaper? Is it from like a word of mouth? Not a clue. And I believe each book is a different cold case murder mystery that they go through and solve. But they do it because I don't know in past lives if they have been in the investigative like category in their jobs, or if they just thought, I'll have a crack, I think I'll be good at this. That might be an option, like that might be their option for it. But yeah, I'm really excited for it, and the Netflix thing looks absolutely amazing. Like, I'm so excited to actually watch it. But I am the person where I like to read a book before I watch the movie, because I like to, obviously the book's got more details, haven't they? And I like to compare them to. Speak soon. That is huge. Just see how big it is. Okay, I've just come back from Home Sense. I know I said I was gonna do a 24-hour reading vlog, but your girl needed a break because she'd been reading for nearly 24 hours. So I just thought, you know what, let's go some spooky dooky Halloween shopping. So you've seen the footage and I just wanted to tell you what I bought. Not a lot. I was good. Only £30 worth. I could have done some damage today. I could have done so much damage today, but I didn't. You girls being good. Okay, so the first thing I got was this. And each pumpkin has like a smiley face, sad face, smiley face, and so on. But I just thought this was so cute. You know what I mean? I just like really fun stuff. So I bought this, and that was for £7.99, £8. Obsessed. And then I went through the mug. Right, I don't need any more mugs. I don't need no more, but when you take out the seasonal stuff, we don't have a large selection, so it's not too bad. So I bought this one. It's big. She's not small, she's big, and I've just noticed it's a very light puke pink, but no, it's not. It's quite a cute pink. Anyway, it's got a ghost doing some yoga stuff, which is all cute, you know. And then on the back, Namaste Ghostly. I love a good play on words. I don't know, I just think it's really cute. I love a good mug, a good bucket, right, when I'm drinking my tea. So I got those two, and I'm very excited for when, I'm probably going to say mid-September is when I'm going to start displaying my Halloween decorations, because I've just got that minute and I absolutely love it. I also got some honey cleansing foam, right? I like my Korean skincare. They leave your face glowing, and I ran out, so I got this. How much was this? £4.99. And again, it's a big tube. I also, again, Korean, who's surprised, I got some snail vitamin C hand cream for £2.99. If you haven't gone down the Korean aisle in skincare, sort yourself out, because they leave your skin glowing. They know what it's about. Like, they have done so much research over there. So yeah, that's my £30. That's not a lot. I got 4 items. Anyway, that's what I got, so I'm very excited. I'm now going to go on to, it's getting up close and personal, this one. I'm going to settle down for the night now. I got changed because I need to be presentable. I have read a whole book, and I feel like it just needs to be done. So I'm going to sit down and read this. I said I'd read this the last clip, but you girl got distracted. So I'm going to read this, and then I'll give an update with you soon. I feel like I've read so many good books, and this makes me so happy. Anyway, yeah, we will speak soon. Bye. Guys, it's the end of this 24 hours reading vlog. I haven't really given you an update on everything. I read this 2 days ago at night time, and I stopped the tracker. On my 12-hour reading vlog, I had 12 minutes left, and I read this, and I finished it, and I loved it. But it was really late. It was like 11 o'clock at night, and I was in bed, and I didn't want to record, so I just thought, I'll speak to you, and then I forgot. So now I am finishing this vlog up. I want to speak to you about this. Obsessed. Wow, I have read so many good books in this vlog. Like, it was so emotional and so raw. It was so good. So they are in like late high school and early university age. It doesn't really specify how old they actually are now, but it mentions how old they are and past traumas and stuff, and it goes through details of the issues and experiences they have gone through their early ages till now, and how much that has impacted their emotions and how they see things. So she used to be a model, and obviously the agencies would always say stuff like, oh, you're too tall, too skinny, too ugly, you're too put together, you need to turn this, and blah blah. There's always something like they say to you that they don't like. So she, for all of her life, has tried to make herself perfect, put together, constantly like on edge, and like really like sitting up straight, and she can't actually relax. So that's had this massive knock-on effect to how she views herself. And the main guy, his parents, they didn't get along very much when they were younger, so they had loads of arguing. They were like slamming doors, throwing things at each other, and his dad said to him, I'm just mad at your mum because we love each other and fighting is a form of love. So he grew up thinking like being aggressive and like being low-key abusive is how you show your feelings to somebody, which obviously has a massive knock-on effect with his past relationships and all this sort of stuff. And then when he grew up, he realised obviously that was wrong, and then he had this massive guilt on his shoulders of how he used to treat people in the past. So it's really deep, but it's insanely cute to read. It was kind of like a really cute K-drama, like views on emotion, views on life, but romance. And the romance, I was just sat here and I was just like, stop it. It was so cute, but the issue is I can't tell you anything about it because you need to go into this not knowing the developments later on in the book, and the developments later on in the book is what I loved and what I want to tell you, because there's some things that I've tabbed that I've been like, oh, that was so cute and I'd love to tell you guys it, but thinking about it now, I feel like I can't. I feel like you need to go into this book blind. So I recommend this. 300 pages. Is it less than 300 pages? 307 pages, so a very easy read. I would recommend you read this. I am debating 4 or 5 stars because I went shopping earlier today, and when I was out shopping, all I could think about was this book. I was just thinking of this book, nothing else, and that to me is a 5 star. So I do have that. The issue is, right, and this will have very mixed opinions. I have been saying that I've been wanting to read this, and I've been very excited to read this, and down in the corner right there I have all of these books in the series, right, and I am not far into this book. I am on page 89, which is chapter 24, and I think I'm going to DNF this book. I just do not think it's a series where I enjoy reading. I feel like the actual show itself, the movies that have come out, I think I love, but I can't get over the text, like the writing style. It's all wittery and like short sentences, and it's just coming from like an older person's point of view. It's kind of like how my nana speaks, and it doesn't relate to me, and I'm trying to read it, but I'm also thinking of all these excuses to not pick this book up, which is a sign that I just need to DNF it. I'm just going to do that and put it down. Ignoring that book though, I have read so many good books. So I've read Never Thought I'd End Up Here, 4 or 5 stars, yet haven't decided. Bingsu for 2, 5 stars, obsessed. Then I had The Unhoneymooners, again obsessed, 4 star. And then I have The Deathless One, which again, insanely happy that I got this early release. Really enjoyed it. There was a lot of room for improvements, but I did really enjoy it, and I will be reading the next one, and that's 3 star. 3 star, okay, good book. Not obsessed about it, but good book in 24 hours. And then obviously I did read a little bit of the Thursday Murder Club, but we're not going to talk about that. So I'm just going to hold these 4 books. I do actually have 3 hours left of the reading vlog because obviously I didn't read the Thursday Murder Club. So I have 3 hours and 20 minutes. Hello, focus, thank you. 20 minutes left, but I am going to finish this vlog early because it's late. I should have uploaded this yesterday, so I'm going to now try and edit it, or the day before. I'm going to edit it and upload it either today, which is a Friday, or Saturday. We shall see. But I had fun. This was a really long video. Very long video. But anyway, yes, thank you so much for watching, guys. And let me know if this gets better. Because if it does get better, then I might just fight through it. But if it doesn't, just give me your thoughts and opinions, please. And thank you. And I will see you next week. Bye, guys. Vindale. Hello.